my gosh, we're live. At least I'm going to believe we are. The AI overlords say so. So there we are. There we are. Okay, so we're back to our Dungeons and Dragons game.
Yeah.
Of a sort.
I'm putting our players through a mental trip today. That's what's going on. After we actually run through these series of link scenarios, I'll let everybody know what I'm actually doing. So, yeah. So last session, we took a little trip to Casablanca. You guys started to get back some memories through flashbacks while you're dreaming, as you're sleeping. And so you know you don't belong here, and you know things aren't necessarily speaking what they appear to be. You do have memories of this era that you're in. Not sure how you have them, but you also have the beginnings of memories from somewhere else, your prior characters. We left last time with you guys in a Jeep with your kit provided by Mr. Ferrari, who is working on your passports. You have a guide that's taking you out into the desert. You have a map that you are trying to follow for some unknown reason. You still don't know why you're here. You know you were sent here. You know that. But you're not exactly sure for what reasons. And back in Casablanca, you were asked by a prominent person in the French Resistance to help them by recovering some papers that a courier lost very close to where you are going to be following in this map anyway. So there we go. We pick up the party in a Jeep, heading out into the deserts of Casablanca, looking for the Pillar of Allah, where you are. It's one of the features on your map, and also where the courier lost the package or hid the package.
And just know that none of you watching can see the map.
That's right, because I don't want to put it up there. It's a bother. It's just a bother. Right. So here we go. Deserts of Casablanca. You have a map that you're kind of following. Your guide says he actually knows where the Pillar of Allah is, and he can get you there. But along the way, he's telling you all of these concocted stories, which you all intuitively know come from a book called 1001 Nights, as he talks about having once owned a magic lamp with a genie that would give him 3 wishes. But the genie was evil, and he had to throw the lamp away without getting his wishes. And how he once flew on a magic carpet. But it too was evil, so he had to ditch it out here in the desert. And for just a few dollars, he will take you to said treasures that he's pretty sure he knows where he threw them. Maybe they'll work for you for just a few French francs.
We got more important things to do.
Do you? Do you?
Time sensitive.
Do we?
I feel the overwhelming urge to make this guy have an accident.
Well, he's your driver. Okay, so he said it's about a 5-hour trip to the Pillars of Allah. You guys have plenty of...
We want to go to the Tower of Allah.
Tower of Allah. You have several jerry cans of petrol, water, camp gear. Should be more than enough for your outing, even if you got stuck out in the desert overnight or a few nights. It should be good. You remember you also have some rifles back there, and you conveniently got your own guns back, which you only had to pay a nominal fee for.
The great treasures that he speaks of, whereabouts would that be? What direction?
Oh, I mean, it's along the way, to be sure. Just a little out of the way. Sure, we have enough gas for it, Great Master, and it will only cost you 10 francs for me to go out of our way, since it's not part of the bargain for me to take you to your location. It's a small side trek, for just a small amount of money.
I'm trying to work out what direction, because if it coincides with the great cave that we're trying to get to,
it's not. It's all prior to the first landmark that you're getting to.
Well, so is the great cave, technically.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll sort it. I'm going to give him 10 francs.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
For 10 francs, yes. He said it'll merely take us a half hour out of our way. Yeah. I remember pitching the lamp out this way. Yeah.
Something about giving over $10 sort of seems familiar for a moment.
Yes.
Just do that. 10 gold coins? No, it's not gold, it's paper. Okay.
So much easier to carry.
Yes.
He takes you slightly out of the way into kind of a rocky terrain where it looks like the rocks were actually once part of some sort of fortification that had been reclaimed by the desert. He says, "Oh yes, the lamp I pitched out here. Perhaps the remnants of the carpet can be found as well. Great sirs, here, let us park and let us look through these ruins. I'm sure we can find them."
While we're looking, can I somehow, detect some kind of magic that might be around?
I was gonna say,
Oh yeah.
there's
So
a way for us to turn a
manifest your
magic
mace?
sight.
Did you want to do that?
Well, not right. Well, the sort of basic stuff we can. I want to get a bit more complicated, but just sort of detect magic at the moment. What I was actually wanting to do for the rest is actually have a pair of gloves that sort of, when activate them, mace in one hand, shield in the other.
Oh, nice. Oh, well, that's what I'm asking. Yeah, did you want to spend the power points to manifest those items?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you kind of remember having these things like in that dream, and so while you're here talking about treasure, looking for treasure, it just comes to your mind that I once had these things. And so as you're looking and picking through the ruins, he's like, "Oh, here's my lamp." And he picks up this very simple brass lamp that's been carved, caved in on one side, very plain, like you could pick up for like a few francs in any street side vendor. He brushes it off. It's like, "Oh, the magic is not working for me. No genie is being summoned, but perhaps for you it will work." And he hands it over to Dr. Andrew James Ross. He gives you this battered oil lamp.
It's just stare at it.
Dr. William Bright, as you're looking through these ruins as well, your eyes are caught by a pair of white, like almost dinner gloves, caught beneath a rock. Yeah, they fit. They fit just fine. Yeah, they look nice. They're elegant. They're like a pair of like evening wear gloves. Not the kind of thing you'd wear in a desert, but still quite nice, and they feel very familiar to you, Dr. William Bright. Hi, Cardman. Yes, we're down one player tonight. Richard is not joining us for this outing, so it's just this nice little crew as we go on. So, Dion, he's handed you this battered brass lamp. Again, it looks like you can. It looks like any simple brass lamp that you could pick up in the bazaars for a couple of francs. It's seen better days. He's kind of buffing it off. He's like, "Oh no, genie's coming out of this one for me, but perhaps for you."
So okay, in using power points for magical abilities, this is when they can regenerate over time, right? The power points
depending on what it is you're wanting to manifest. Yeah.
If it's like a permanent artifact, then that's a permanent spend.
Yeah.
If it's just a temporary spell, then it'll come back.
If you want for what are you thinking, Dion? What are you thinking?
I want to detect open my magic sight on it.
You could definitely do that. I'll tell you what this is going to cause, though. Why don't you give me a will save?
A will save?
Or wisdom in this.
So a wisdom roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're under your wisdom.
Just making sure. Success.
Yeah, you can almost see the stamp where it says, made in Pakistan around the piece.
I just casually point at it. Oh, and I hold up to Jameis. Made in Pakistan. Have we been to Pakistan yet? I don't remember. Okay, we should go there.
Doctor, you're finding absolutely nothing magical about this industrially made oil lamp. Although the oil inside might smell vaguely of hashish, but other than that.
Oh, of hashish? Is he using it as a bowl?
Might be why he thought it had magical powers.
I hand it to Dr. Julian Harris, and I'm like, smells like hashish. We could use this later.
I will smile and stow it away for later use.
Okay.
I used to pay for it, I suspect.
Okay, so it's like, oh well, perhaps the genie has fled. Such a mundane device. It couldn't live in there for long. It must have fled. We can look for my carpet. Only another 10 francs in the opposite direction. We can that way.
You don't really know what you're talking about, do you?
No, not really. I mean, I did throw out a carpet in that direction. It was a little stained. At the time, it seemed completely magical.
I think we should just go to the tower.
Are you sure?
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Dr. William Bright is slapping the dust off a pair of very white dinner gloves. He's found in the ruins.
Oh, souvenir.
Yes. Yeah, I think these rather quite fitting.
All right, you guys pile back into the Jeep.
I'm not gonna lie, I really wanted to think about making that into an actual magic lamp just to fuck with the kid, but I was like, no, I don't think I can be that clever yet.
Yeah, keep in mind, it's like these are like dream memories. You kind of feel like you can do things, but it happened in a dream, so you don't.
Yeah.
Don't
the
really
moment
know.
Jameis manifests a mace and a shield, I'm gonna shit myself.
Wait till that happens.
Character.
You hop back into the Jeep, and through the heat of the day, eventually you do get to the rocks that look very similar to what's on the beginning of your map there, Dr. William Bright, who I think who's carrying the map currently.
Sure.
I also have one in my jacket.
Yeah.
I
That's true.
copied
Yeah,
it.
you made a copy of it.
I'm double checking our trajectory every now and then. Just
And it's sort of got, see, that ink stain that's run a bit now is probably this where we are.
yeah.
I sweat all over the main part of the map. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't know exactly what it is you're looking for. You were told by Vyers that it was a satchel of some sort. He's sure that it was hidden away when the Nazis, took out the party that was carrying the information. Excuse me. And yeah, you were asked to do your best to find it.
How much do I want to slightly cheat? I don't know if I can. Like if one were to say, locate object.
Man, I wish I knew where that was.
There are many paths, and there are lots of carved out hollows in the cliff faces here. They were cliff dwellings and posterity in the past. So there's certainly a lot of places where things could have been secreted or hidden. Let's see. Everybody give me a D6 roll if you're just kind of looking at the terrain to see if there are marks, tracks, anything that would let you know where somebody might have hidden something.
I'm a tracker. I got a 5. I don't know where anything is. There's a cliff. Woo!
I like desert.
I got a rock.
Yep, sure enough. No, you're not even seeing where there might have been some sort of combat or fight where a skirmish might have been taking place. You're really not even seeing that. But then it is a desert. Winds are blowing, so likely a lot of that track might have just been wiped out in the last few days, which is how long ago this took. But again, if you want to go across these, climb up the trails, look into various of these crevices and caves.
Yeah, I don't even know why we're here in general, so I might as well look around and see if there's anything to find. And that's a good excuse to go wandering as any.
Okay. Now, a lot of the pathways here are fairly tight, where you would have to go single file. So kind of give me a marching order. Who's in the front? Who's in the middle? Who's in the back?
I'm in the middle.
We will say that Constantine will stay in the middle for most things. What's going on here?
Or you can stay with the Jeep, one or the other.
You can stay with the Jeep. Doesn't want to come and help.
I'm hiding behind William Bright.
If for some reason I seem to be taking the lead.
Yep, you're really good at it.
Yeah.
And I'll take up the rear, of course.
I sort of have an itch to put the gloves on as well for some reason, even though it's not dinner time.
Okay. So as you're going through here and as you're looking, and you're getting higher and higher. So
Yeah,
you are
maybe.
on this
Oh.
bit of geological formation, which was being called the Tower of Allah, because it looks kind of like the old style caliphate towers with the kind of bulb-like heads on it.
Nah.
And you guys are taking this. It was probably a mule or a camel track that kind of winds its way up the cliff face, and you're getting fairly high up here as you're looking. You're poking into most of these caves. Most of them are only a few feet deep, so it doesn't take long to kind of look in. You're still not finding any tracks of anything. You get fairly near to the top where you can kind of look across this this expanse of the desert. You pause, take in some water, taking a breath, and let's have all of you roll d6s again.
Fail.
I got a rock.
I don't know if I still count as an elf.
Yeah,
in
Jim has
terms of
made it
my-
this time.
Okay.
Yes.
So as you are higher
My
up,
elf and I see things.
you looking across from you on the cliff wall that's kind of opposite to the one that you're on, you do notice that there is a very large boulder, about even with how high you were up on this side, but on the opposite side of the trail.
Look, a boulder.
What draws your attention is it's not small. The thing's a good 10 feet in diameter.
It's a small boulder the size of a large boulder.
We should look at that boulder.
Yeah. I'm going to just sort of take a moment to try and work out the path to get there so we don't... Because we should have a good view of it from the side.
Okay. Everybody go ahead and give me constitution checks, please.
Oh dear.
I
50-50.
think I can do that.
Woo! That would have failed no matter what happened. Leave me.
Yay!
Okay. Bill, did we get yours?
I'm
Do it now.
doing it now. Do it live. Yes.
Yeah.
Dr. Bright, you're starting to succumb to a bit of heat exhaustion, probably because you were trail breaking. Since you were taking the lead, you were kind of setting the pace. Everyone else is doing okay. You're a little you're overheating. The water can only cool you so much. No negative effects yet, but you'll need to seek some shade soon. You'll need to get out of the sun soon. So right now you're just feeling a little lightheaded.
Yeah, we should get some shade. Maybe on the other side of that boulder.
And if you want to work out a path to it, easily enough done. Do you want to swap who's in the lead after Dr. Bright kind of shows you, hey, let's go this way. Looks like it's fairly safe. There's kind of a trail there.
I'll lead.
You want to lead this time?
Yeah, I'll go a little slower
For
pace.
some reason, I would think that Julian will be able to break quite a good trail given how large he is. And I look at him and go,
yeah. But he's a slim man now.
Yeah, I'm rather enjoying it.
You don't sweat as much when you're smaller. Okay. You head across and you do get to where the boulder is. And it looks like once you get there and you're taking a good look at it, it does appear that it's covering an opening in the surrounding rock. The boulder itself is huge. Again, it's about 10 feet in diameter. So the opening itself must be fairly large. Perhaps there's a large cave behind it. Now, as far as gear, you guys have very simple stuff, but it does include things like small camp shovels, some pry bars, that sort of thing. So, what do you want to do? Dr. Bright, you are quickly becoming even more exhausted. At this point, still not having gotten out of the sun. You took another half hour to walk over here. So you're currently, your actions are at -1 until you can get out of the sun and recuperate some.
Dr. Julian, help me try and push this boulder. Should we roll it? a little. Try to.
Your aide has got out like a small hand fan, and he's waving it at Dr. Bright to get some cool air on him. Dr. Bright having been shown to be the one who is loose with this money.
So this is a thing where it's like we just have to move it out of the way, or
You
do we
tell
have
me.
to
It's a 10-foot
dig,
tall boulder.
or
Probably weighs several tons.
yeah. I guess we can try digging on one side of it to try and like unbalance it and roll it. I don't know. I'm gonna start digging on one side.
Okay.
So,
You
like-
pull out one of the camp shovels. Again, this is kind of like one of these small U.S. entrenching tools. It's not very long. It's not a great shovel, but you start kind of digging around the lip of it. Dr. Harris, are you joining in? Or are you doing something
Yeah,
else?
no, I am. I'm really wishing there was a way I could turn this boulder into mud. For some reason, that's really sticking in my mind, and I can't shake that thought.
Okay. Well, in this case, make me a wisdom check. Use wisdom.
All right.
That's Kerry Rednall's best stat.
No, it's not my worst stat, but it's not my best stat. Oh, made it.
Hey.
Nice.
So you start thinking of that in your mind. All right, so to cast a spell, you're going to have to invest some of your power points into it.
Okay.
For a simple spell like this, a very mortal spell, so your character would normally have this, right? But it wouldn't be, quote, memorized. But yeah, if you want to invest a power point, just a single point that would regenerate, it'll give you access to not just the one spell, but to some spells. So how do you want to, like, again, I mean, this is like dream logic. Like, you don't know that you can really do this. So tell me exactly what Dr. Harris is doing.
Well, I'm probably I'll be struggling with it a little bit, and I'll get frustrated, and I'll just throw the shovel down and be like, ah, and like wish that I could do something by doing that.
Okay. So real world or world results, you throw your shovel down. You guys have been kind of entrenching around it for a while. The more you dig, the more sand just fills in the hole that you've already dug. So it doesn't seem you're doing very much. Boulder's just stuck. Dr. Harris is frustrated, throws down his tool, screams, and when he does so, the soil is almost as if his tool, as it struck the earth, was just enough to dig up a small spring, and the sand below the boulder starts to become damp and then wet. And then as the sand just starts absorbing that water and getting very mud-like, the boulder just rolls out of place and starts rolling down the hill.
I'm gonna move out of the way.
You just watch it roll. Like, oh, is it gaining like acceleration? Is it?
Oh yeah, very much so. As it rolls down the cliffside, your Jeep is not in its path.
Okay, that's good.
Nor is your guide.
Okay, that's
Yeah. And there's just like a little spring of water that's coming up out of the ground, out of the soil, right there.
You struck a spring, Dr. Harris.
I must have. That's
Genius.
very lucky, is what it is. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking that's just weird.
And in fact, the boulder was plugging the hole to a very large opening to a cavern that stretches deep inside this rock cliff. It is cool. The air is cool. Just a little damp in there, Dr. Bright. Feels good standing on the outside.
Yes,
Well,
get inside quickly.
Let's get you in, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It is very dark in here, but from what light that does come through the entrance, it comes in about a good 10 feet. You can tell that the ceilings are high, stretching anywhere from 10 to 20 feet. It's a wide cavern as well. It does look to be in places like there are tool marks, so it's not completely natural, as if it were a natural cave that someone had gone through and just made wider and taller.
Do we
In your Jeep, you
have?
do have lanterns and oil and things like that, and flashlights as well.
I'll get a lantern going.
So you go back. Do you okay, so Dr. Bright is still feeling just a little bit of heat exhaustion. It helps to be out of the direct sun like this, but he's still, you're still feeling just a little nauseous. Dr. Ross comes back with some of your gear. What do you grab? You can't haul everything in your Jeep up, so what do you grab?
I'll get a lantern and like rope, grappling hook, like.
Probably don't have grappling
No.
hooks because
No.
that's not like standard fare, but probably like
rope.
pitons or
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah, we'll come back if we decide to camp here, and I'll get more camping stuff if we have to. But I'm just gonna get some basic things while we rest. Maybe some rations.
Your guide will help you take some of that up to the top. Dr. Harris, you doing anything?
I'm still thinking about did I do that? I'm wondering what else I can do.
I just walk by
Did
you
really
like
do anything? Did you?
I walk by you perfectly at the right moment. I just put my hand on your shoulder. I'm like, you really did that.
Since there's now a wee spring there, I just sort of damp my handkerchief and put it on my head.
Oh yeah, it is cool. The water is cool. Certainly cooler than the surrounding air anyway. Yeah, and since the inside of the cave is cool and damp, there must actually be like an underground spring here as well, just kind of like saturating the inside of this cavern. You bring in your gear. What next? It stretches quite a ways. You get the lights lit, and it goes back and down.
Well, is this where we're supposed to be, or is this just a shelter?
Don't know.
Have a look. So you can do.
Yeah, I mean, you rest. I'll go with my lantern and.
I'll stay with the group. That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna go take a look down.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Roll me a d6.
Oh no.
One weakness.
3.
Okay.
I got a
So
rock.
you go down and down. How long do you want to go? Because it seems to stretch for miles.
Oh no. Once I realize it's really big, I'm gonna head back and be like, this is a really extensive cave.
Although it doesn't have a lot of branches. Like you do find a few branches, but they terminate very quickly. But the main thoroughfare just kind of stretches and stretches for quite a while.
I asked the kid, you know anything about this?
No, I had no idea this was here. It's very cool. A very nice place to stay. How did you move that boulder?
He hit a spring and it knocked all the sand loose under the boulder.
Okay.
Yeah, dumb luck. I don't know. I mean, if we want to explore this, it seems to go for miles, though. This might be maybe a tunnel to somewhere. Where on this map is this rock, roughly? Like, where were we?
Well, if you're looking at that map, it's actually where that iron cross is on there.
Oh, that is.
Yeah,
it is. Okay, so that's the X that's on the map. Okay. We should go deeper then.
Okay. Is everyone going, or is it just you, Dr. Ross? Your guide, after saying that, oh, you just got lucky with the boulders, like, someone should stay with the Jeep. I'll go stay with the Jeep.
All right, you can stay with the Jeep.
You can say he's making warding gestures to ward off the evil eye and evil influence as he's stepping out.
I think we're gonna. Should we just let you rest for a little bit first until you feel better? Get you hydrated and then go, or do you just want to go for it?
Now that you're out of the sun, you're not going to get worse, but until you actually rest, you won't get better either. So
yeah, we might as well just go, and I'll just stay with the group and just
okay.
Don't go too hard.
All right, come on, Dr. Harris, let's go.
We'll do it.
Dr. Bright, are you also following? Just not exerting yourself much? Is that
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah, stay with the group.
Okay.
Don't split the party.
Who is carrying light? So Dr. Ross, you're carrying what, a lantern, or do you want to use one of your flashlights? Keep in mind the batteries for the flashlights don't last long during this.
I have a lantern going.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else, or just Dr. Ross? No? Okay. Just Dr. Ross has got a lantern then. As you're going through, let's have Jameis and Bill. Why don't you guys roll me d6s? Just you two.
All right.
Okay. You guys start to see, so there is a little bit of softer sand, almost mud, again, because this area is just saturated with water. But you're seeing some signs of human occupancy. Half buried in the mud are old campfires, shards of broken pottery, occasionally a dropped coin made of gold or silver.
Ooh. I'm gonna examine the coin.
Okay. Give me an intelligence check.
Remember, you're an archaeologist.
Success.
So the coins are old for this era, and again, you don't know how you know this information. You just do. 1000 to 1200 AD from all over the Mediterranean world. These are not new minted coins. These are old ancient coins. Gold, silver, brass.
I'm gonna start pocketing them.
Mm-hmm. All right. The tunnel starts to narrow but continues on, getting cooler and damper as you go. When you finally reach kind of like where the back end, it looks like it has become saturated enough that there was the tunnel collapsed, and like there's just this mudslide that kind of blocks off. And you guys have probably walked a good 5 miles at this point. But embedded, go ahead.
No.
Embedded in that mudslide is something that shines in your lamplight, Dr. Ross.
Oh.
It's half stuck in this muddy wall.
I go check it out.
Okay. What is protruding from the wall looks kind of like a spout, and the other part of it is just kind of buried in the wall itself.
Is there like a spigot?
Fine.
No, it's just kind of like the horn end of like maybe a teapot or maybe a lamp, or just like that. The rest of it's buried inside the mud.
Can I dig it out with with my shovel?
Yeah, the mud is still soft. You dig for a little bit, and a very nice old brass lamp comes out.
I look at the kid. Oh, the kid's not there. I look at the lamp. I'm like,
Yeah.
The lamp, well, it's an old style. Doesn't look to be like one of those, machine fabricated ones like the kid who broke you out of some money for. This looks like an older lamp, but you can kind of, it sloshes a little bit. You pull back the lid. It still has oil in it. And the wick itself, while it's covered in mud, still seems to be fresh.
fresh?
As in, like, someone newly put a wick in it not that long ago.
I don't think we're alone down here. I show this off to them. I clean the lamp off a bit. I try to clear the mud off it some.
Okay, what's your intelligence?
16.
16.
It's not brass. It seems to be made of gold.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
And as you're cleaning it off, cleaning the mud off, there doesn't seem to be any inscriptions. It's rather plain, but an old gold lamp.
Well, fuck it. Let's see how well it works. I light it.
Lamp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It lights. It emits a glowing, pleasant light that smells of a bit of honey. So the lamp wick must have had wax on it. Wax.
Ooh.
Yeah, it lights up a small area. It's a very pleasing kind of light. As it continues to glow and burn, though, it starts to get brighter and brighter. After about a minute's pass, the light's so bright and intense that it literally it shines through your flesh. You're like if you put up your arm to a really bright light, you can kind of see the bones, right?
Oh, wow. Okay.
But it doesn't hurt your eyes.
What in the...
And as it continues to shine, a beam bursts out of like the nozzle into the light and is kind of pointing at an area in the muddy floor.
I go to it.
Okay. It's just a mud kind of pit in the floor.
I start digging.
Okay. So do you put the lamp down or do you hand the lamp to someone else?
I'll take the lamp if you want.
Yeah. Yeah, you hold the
Give it
lamp.
to Constantine. He's not doing anything.
No, he's
Yeah,
back
right.
at the Jeep.
Yeah, he's at the Jeep. He's got
The air conditioner on. And...
Yeah. Okay.
I hand the lamp to Jameis and I start digging in the spot it's pointing at.
Okay, you unearth very quickly a strap.
A strap?
Yeah, like a backpack or a luggage strap of some sort. New. Like this is not an ancient piece of anything. This is new.
I keep digging.
Like the sort of like the one you find attached to a satchel.
Yeah. Soon enough, you pull out of the mud a leather satchel.
Oh, what's in it?
Paperwork.
Woo.
I read it.
Tells the movement of German troops in the Eastern Europe. It gives names of Gestapo collaborators and informants and other intelligence of great value to the resistance. And after you found it, the lamp that Dr. Bright is holding just starts to get less bright and kind of dims back down into like normal lamplight.
Curious. All right. Well, I guess this is what the French resistance needed.
Yep.
I'll put that somewhere safe, separate from the satchel. I'll pocket the paperwork in my jacket.
Okay.
And now you've got this neat satchel.
Yeah. So now do we leave? Do you want to keep going?
Yeah. What do you want to do now?
Does
this
the
what we
move to the
came to
cave?
find, or
Say that again, Bill.
said, is this what we came to find?
What you came to find for debris is, yeah, he asked you to find a satchel that was hidden somewhere up through here.
Is there more to the cave still? Or
I'm sorry, say that again, Jameis.
is there more to the cave?
No, it just kind of ends in this mudslide.
That's weird.
I thought the lamp would point to that thing, having appearing at it. Going, what the hell?
I guess we head back. Yeah. Mission accomplished.
Yep.
Okay, so you're just going to head back up through the cave. All right. So as you get back to kind of where you dumped all your gear, you notice that, I mean, like maybe an hour has passed, but it's dark.
Oh, we've got two lamps now. Well, a lamp and a lantern.
Wait, what time was it when we...
You know, there still should be plenty of light, but do you think someone must have blocked off the tunnel entrance again?
Damn you, Constantine.
No. I start hurrying towards the exit.
Yeah, me too.
Okay,
I
so as the
don't,
two of
because I'm
you
still
kind of
wasted.
pick up the pace and head towards the entrance, a man steps out from, you know, like around the bend before you get to like where the entrance was. Don't roll anything just yet. Sorry, let me get back to my space here. Where is it?
Fireball! No.
Just pick your bells.
And that's what I was thinking, actually.
All right. So this man looks like, well, it looks like the Weasley faced man that was in the train car. but instead of wearing that fine European suit, he's now dressed in like German Gestapo officer's suit: black coat and pants, black hat, silver insignias and decorations, and the red Nazi armband with the black swastika.
Is it
displayed
Peter Lorre?
prominently. You will give me the papers, please, and the little lamp you found as well. Then, of course, you will die, because I am the Sandman.
How about you fuck off and then we won't kill you?
Roll a d6 for your side.
All right.
Am I there? Because I wasn't hurrying up.
Let's have Bill roll for your side.
Not bad.
All right, you guys go first. What do you want to do? He's roughly, let's do it this way. He's about 120 away.
Can I cast gun?
You want to cast bullet? You do have a gun.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like
D20 plus your any dex bonus you might have or dex modifier. Negative.
Yeah, I think I'd be doing something similar.
Okay, so you started blasting.
Start blasting away.
D20, baby. 3.
All right.
That's gonna miss. This guy's considerably more kick than you imagined. As you squeeze off a bullet and just.
I just.
Yeah.
Ah!
How did Dr. Harris do? Not bad, actually. You hit this man who's calling himself the Sandman, center of mass, and instead of blood that's coming out of the hole, you see like sand, like almost from a broken hourglass, pouring out of him, and he just starts laughing and cackling at you.
Oh, are you kidding me? All right.
Let's have all three of you roll me a d20. Modified by whatever your wisdom modifier is.
What's a modifier for an 18 wisdom?
2.
Plus
Oh,
3.
actually 3. Yeah, 3 for an 18.
All right. So that's 15.
Straight
Okay.
D20 for me.
Okay. And how did you do? And you're -1, but still got. Oh, okay. Jameis, that freaks you out a little bit, only because you recognize the sand. Yeah, you saw those kernels of sand that were left in the train compartment.
Yeah.
And that seems to be the same kind of hue and consistency of the sand that's coming out of this man that was just shot by Dr. Harris. That's your round. He levels this like machine gun at you, and as he's doing that, 3 more Arabs kind of come around the corner. They're all dressed in like traditional garb, but they have the SS armband on, and they pull these scimitars. And as the main man is laying down fire, they come rushing at you. So
Into the path of the fire? Of the bullets?
no, just coming like to the side.
Okay.
They're not running right down the middle at you.
No.
Here's how we're gonna do this. You guys. So let me first see if he gets it anywhere on target first. He does not. So let me have all of you guys make a save for me. In this version of Dungeons & Dragons, a save versus Dragon's Breath is essentially a reflex save. So you guys roll that. If you succeed, it's a complete miss. If you fail, it's just half damage.
Half damage.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right, so Dr. Ross and Dr. Harris dive to the side, whereas the slower Dr. Bright takes it full on.
Harris hasn't rolled yet.
Yeah. No, I did roll, and I did.
No, you didn't. Okay, I
Nice.
thought you did. My mistake. Go ahead. Yeah, Dr. Harris.
You were saying.
4 points of damage, Dr. Bright. And you're taking half. The guy's not really on target. Which does allow the Arabs with these scimitars out to close in, but all their movement and actions taking up just closing with you. So we're going to start the next round with you in melee, as he is popping out his clip and putting in a new one. That's going to be his action, is to reload his machine gun, which he does not seem to be very good at shooting. as his forces try to cut you up with scimitars. So let's have Jameis roll a d6 for your side.
Okay. They go first.
They, in fact, go first. Okay. There's 4 of them, so we're going to say the extra one is going to be on Dr. Bright, apparently.
Well, I've got the lamp, so yeah, they've both been told to go for it.
Yep.
Probably.
So you're just regular AC. Do you have a dex bonus at all?
Nope.
Oh, okay, so those are both going to hit.
Ow.
Doing 9 points of damage.
Ow. Could you not?
And then Dr. Ross, you're missed. Dr. Harris, yours does hit you with the scimitar. Takes 7 points of damage.
All right.
And now it's your turn. And in the distance, you hear the Sandman racking his now readied machine gun. Yeah, any of you can go first. Whatever you want to do.
I'm reading.
Dr. Bright has 2.
Yeah, I dropped the lamp and by reflex go to put up a shield and a mace, and I have got the gloves on, so I put them on before.
Okay. That's just your movement action. So Dr. Bright manifests this shield and this mace out of thin air. They were glowing with power. You can take an action as well.
Is the mace? Is it like a general mace? Is it +3? I don't. What's the?
Treat it like the weapon you had in life.
Okay, cool.
Or if you actually did create it with your power out of the session.
I haven't gotten.
Then just do it as you had in your character's lifetime. Then that would be the most familiar thing you had.
Yeah. All right. Okay, I am going to smack a bitch up, as they say.
Yep. And your armor class improved now too that you've got your shield.
Yep. Ooh,
yeah, the mace just goes right. You hear like his his shoulder bone and his collarbone just snap as he kind of folds in half and collapses around the thick metal of your mace and goes down.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm gonna fan the hammer. And by fan the hammer, I mean I'm gonna cast magic missile.
You're gonna try and cast, okay?
But
right,
the way that I'm doing it in the real world is I just start wildly.
Make me a wisdom check first.
All right, wisdom check. Success.
Okay, your gun casts magic missile.
So I shoot 3, yeah, because I'm considered a 9th level magic user.
Okay.
Yeah, so 3 missiles. They're D6 plus 1 each. So, and it's all at the Sandman, by the way. So,
you're gonna shoot at the Sandman. Okay.
Yeah.
Those seem to hurt him. They blast into him as like just concussive force, not as actual bullets. And he screams in pain as those hit him.
I'm going to see him do that, and I'm going to... Maybe I have some memory that I used to be able to do that too, so I'm going to point at the Sandman and try to do the same thing.
Okay, make a wisdom check.
Do remember you have got arrows in your face at the moment.
Yeah, you do have... You are in melee, but you can still do this.
Yeah. No, you do have somewhat.
That's probably what I would think of doing. Oh, no.
We'll chalk that up because technically you were hit and damaged this round. So, like in normal D&D, you wouldn't be able to cast anyway because it broke the concentration.
Right. See, this is the joy of casting mace. It's a mace. It doesn't need to work.
All right. Next round. Dion, why don't you roll a D6 for your side?
Sir, yes, sir. Boop 2.
Okay, not caring that he's also spraying at his own people, Sandman's just going to open up with that machine gun. Okay, so
Ooh,
yeah,
Ooh.
it's on target this time. Same thing. You can try and dive out of the way by making save versus Dragon's Breath. I'm gonna save for these.
So I take.
it's only a D8. Only a D8. So no, I'll take it all. I am getting really beat up a lot on this.
All right, those that passed will only take half. Everybody else is going to take full. Give me just a second here. So everybody will take 6. If you saved, you'll take 3. And he guns down his own people with that as well. Just burst fire into the lot of
I
you.
am down to half my hit points for this form.
Wait. Are my hit points different in my. Wait, now I'm confused.
I think your physical forms all have the same armor class and hit points.
Okay.
No, not for. No, I thought our physical forms had
No,
whatever our
as
hit
your
points
characters had. As
Yeah,
your character,
yeah.
yeah, your original characters had.
were. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you also had several levels worth more of hit points than I'll have as well because I died young.
Oh, yeah, okay. I was like, wait. But then I realized I have 2 different HP totals on top of that. So, okay, cool. We're good.
Also, I've been hit every single attack so far, pretty much.
So how's Dr. Bright doing?
He's down to half. So.
Okay, all right. Well, Sandman. Actually, 2 of his folks did make the save, so actually they're not dead. They just took some damage. Okay, that is his round. Actually, his 2 servants will attack as well.
Which, because we have 3 left on one of each of us, so who's still around?
What's that?
Who gets the attacks is probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm figuring. Give me a sec.
Yeah.
Dr. Ross and Dr. Bright.
Ooh, come on, bring it.
All right, 17 will. I don't know. Does 17 hit you, Dr. Bright? 17.
I'm now AC minus
3.
I'm now an AC -4 with my shield.
Are you? Because you only have your shield. You don't have your armor. Just your shield.
My shield was a +4.
+4. Okay, so yeah.
Wow.
And my base
+4
AC is 0, so.
No, base AC is 9.
Okay, in that case, I'll get hit.
8, 7, 6, 5. So you would have a 5 AC unless you have a Dex
Okay.
bonus.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, so he does hit you.
Yep. That's how I get hit every attack.
3 points of damage.
Ow.
And Dr. Ross, a 12 will still hit you because you.
9.
Yeah, it would hit an AC 8. You would be a 9. 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Now it's your turn.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna whack him. Well, I'm gonna punch dagger him with my cane. So I guess it's a strength roll.
Stop hitting me!
Yeah, it's melee attack. You would get a bonus by your strength.
Yeah. Nope.
Miss.
I
Yeah.
whiff. Just
You pull out
stumble
the
past him.
you pull out the cane dagger. Yep. Dr. Harris, you were not in melee this time, so you're free to do something.
He's
like
muted.
That would
He's
be a good start.
muted.
You're
He
muted.
casted a
Unmute
silence
yourself.
spell on him. He cannot speak. You're muted in StreamYards.
There we go.
Now, I can I try to do the same thing
Yep.
again? All right. So wisdom check.
Oh no. You're not sure what Dr. Ross did. You're beginning to feel like maybe you're hallucinating in the heat.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's round. So let's go back to Bill rolling a d6 for your side.
All right.
All right, they
Oof.
go first. He's reloading his clip again. So that's what he's doing. Whereas the 2 here are going to press their attack against the 2 they were already on. This time, Dr. Bright, you are
No,
missed.
there's only one left. I killed my guy.
Okay, you killed your guy, so that would have been Dr. Ross, who actually a 9 does hit Dr. Ross.
Wait, does it?
Yeah, because you are a
What's the
9. You have no armor.
What's the attack?
Oh, do you have a
18?
dex bonus, actually?
Nope.
Yeah, then a 9 hits you. Yep.
Oh.
No, actually, no, I'm sorry. A 9 would hit armor class 11, so no, that still does miss you.
That's what I was wondering what the attack was.
You're right. Yeah, so that happens. Sandman
Protect me,
is reloading. Despite dressed as a Nazi Gestapo, he does not seem overly familiar, overly good with the firearm, and he seems to be cursing at it as he's reloading it. You guys can go.
So, question about
Is he
casting.
reloading?
Yes.
Yeah.
Am I close enough to tackle him?
No, but you can run up to him. It would take both your actions. He's over 100. Yeah,
I'm running.
He's moved a little. So
Yeah.
Okay, you want to rush him?
Yep.
Okay, you rush him. Dr. Ross, how about you?
So with casting,
Mhm.
the magic missile I casted was in my prepared spell list.
Yes.
I do not have one that is prepared now.
So yeah,
Can I
ignore prepared,
Okay.
and you don't have to
Oh.
roll your wisdom check anymore either.
Pew pew pew!
do
Laser
the same thing.
pistol.
Okay, go ahead.
Can't wait. Okay,
What are bullets in that
so
gun?
a lot. I'm a stormtrooper baby. I have unlimited ammo. It's 12.
Yeah.
12 points
Should
of
be
damage.
possible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that seemed to really hurt. He drops the gun just as Dr. Harris is almost upon him. Dr. Bright, what are you doing?
I was also going to rush
Yeah,
because I don't have an arrow in
You're
my face
rushing.
anymore.
Okay, so you're both basically in melee, but it would take your full action to get over there. So next round. Actually, no, wait. You guys went first, right? So let's see. No, hold on.
No, it's the
No,
new
they
round.
went- you got-
New
you
round.
went-
He reloaded first.
All right, Jameis, go ahead and roll a d6.
Okay. Meanwhile, you've still got an arrow in your face, Andrew. 3,
Oh.
4. He goes first.
He did drop the gun though.
He did drop the gun, and instead, he's swinging a fist at probably Dr. Harris, since he announced he was running forward first. And Dr. Harris, as this fist comes towards you, it seems to almost triple in size during the swing, just gaining more mass and momentum as it's coming at you.
Okay.
But it is a miss as he does not judge it properly, and you're able to get close in. Let's see, Dr. Ross, you still have one of these Arabs on you.
Oh, I
and
do.
He misses. It's your
Um,
guy's turn.
I almost forgot about that guy for a second.
Yep.
I was too panicked about the guy with the machine gun, but now I'm
You
gonna.
first, Julian. You want to hit him first? You want to punch the Nazi as we've
I'm
been
gonna try and stab him. That's a
You're
4.
It helps if you don't cover your face when you stab with the knife. Okay, Dr. Bright and Dr. Harris, you are surrounding the Sandman.
I'm going to tackle him.
Okay, going to tackle him. All right, first of all, you've got to make a melee attack roll. So do that first, D20 plus any strength bonus you have. Actually, Dr. Bright, are you going to tackle too? If so, no.
I was going to hit him with my mace.
Okay.
I don't know which goes first.
Let's have Dr. Harris go first, since he announced first last time.
Yep.
He would have gotten there just slightly ahead of you.
Okay.
Yeah, you grab him. So what is your intention? To hold him or to take him to the ground?
Take him to the ground.
All right, go ahead and make me a strength check. It's going to be a versus.
Okay.
So it's going to be it's blackjack rules. Closest to your strength score without going over. Okay. You failed. He critted.
Smack!
Yeah, no. So you grab him and you're trying to bear him down. It's like, and it just feels like you're trying to push down a stone statue. Is what it feels like. You're just going nowhere, and he just smiles at you. He doesn't feel like flesh at all. And so basically he just kind of pushes you off of him. So no damage to you. You're not currently in a grapple anymore. He effectively broke the grapple.
Can
But
I
then Dr.
stick my
Bright
hand in
comes
his
in.
ass and cast Fireball?
You've already acted, so
That'd be cool, though.
yeah.
You can do so in your mind. Like, this is a theater of the mind, so in your
Dr.
head you
Bright
cast a fireball.
coming up with a bright mace and a bright shield.
Woo!
Oh
I
yeah.
am rolling really well.
Yeah, you hit him like right on the side of the head. You hear like his jaw crack and his head go over, and he's like, "That hurts."
Yes. Good.
Laser
I think we're all done.
pistol.
No. You tried to shove the arrow.
Oh, I
Yeah,
did,
you
didn't I?
already
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's next round because he tried to punch earlier and he missed. Hey Dion, why don't you roll a d6?
Okay. Boop, boop. 3.
1.
Hey!
All right.
Why don't you take care of this poor person on you, Dion?
Yeah, laser pistol. The first d6 will hit the guy in front of me. The other two
And
will
the
go
other
for
two go-
Sandman.
Sure.
So 4,
4 points.
6, and 5. So 4
Sure.
to
The
the
first
guy.
one blows his head open with your fake
And
pistol.
then
The other two hit
11
Sandman.
Sandman. Nice.
Okay.
Oh.
And now I'm
Holy
going to
arrows.
start trying to think of something else I could maybe do.
Okay.
in character.
Dr. Harris, you've been pushed to the ground. Dr. Bright, you just smacked him with the mace. A lot tougher than you expected, as that mace sounded like it was hitting stone when you struck his face. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna have to try and cast again because.
Okay. You got to make that wisdom check first to kind of just break the rules of reality. Once you do, you're good.
All right. Yeah.
You do.
Hey.
What do you cast?
Magic missile.
Okay.
Now, would I cast the? Is that I get like more?
That's
missiles?
whatever level you died as when you were
Yeah.
immortal.
I died at level 15.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a level 15 magic missile.
That's what, 5 missiles, something like that.
But it's every. Hold on. Let me look it up real quick. I think it's every 5 levels or 3.
I had 3 missiles at level 9.
Okay, here we go. No, I got it. Here we go.
Okay.
Magic users.
Magic
missile.
5 missiles at 11 to 15.
For 5
so
experience levels. Okay.
Okay.
So it would be, you said you're level 15?
He gets 5.
That's 5 missiles.
Yeah.
5d6 plus 5. 5d6.
Oh,
plus
5d6. Okay, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they're d6.
Yeah, magic missile used to be cool.
28.
You hit him with these magic missiles, and he loses. I mean, the costume that he's wearing is basically torn apart as like sand is just blowing out of all the holes you put in him, and he's kind of still holding together this kind of vaguely humanoid shaped form. The sand is just kind of leaking out of him all over the place, but he's still there. He's screaming, right?
Okay, if this works, I have a line. Sandman, go to sleep. Boom!
Okay, you swing your mace through the mass of him that still seems to be the most complete, and it's just like hitting. It's like hitting a really dirty carpet, right? All this dust and everything flies into the air, and he's dispersed with a scream. Don't know what you've done, but now there's just this sand floating to the ground.
We don't even know how I got a mace and shield.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way for me to figure out a way to possibly seal him in the lamp?
You tell me. What do you want to do?
I wanna cast a variant of magic jar that I cast on him into the lamp.
Well, I won't say no. Roll me a d20 and let's just see what it looks like.
Alright, if I get a cool No.
And-
Yeah, he doesn't
I'm
seem
rolling
to, he
low
doesn't seem to do
tonight.
anything.
All right, I do like, and I realize I just look silly and stop. Thank God I'm behind everybody. Nobody saw that.
Mhm. So
First off, don't breathe that dust. That will put you to sleep.
Okay.
don't breathe in any of the Nazi. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Can we get out of here?
Yeah, it looks like the boulder's back in place, is what it looks like.
Now that I'm no longer sort of expecting it, has the mason shield vanished?
Yeah.
Back into,
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And you're now wearing
Oh.
a pair of fine evening wear gloves.
I am really ragged. I've got a few holes in me as well. Ugh, I'm gonna need help.
Yeah. Can I give him some like medical attention?
Why don't you cast one of your healing spells?
Yeah. Do I got a wisdom for that?
Nope, you've already passed it once.
Oh, okay. That's
Oh.
for everything. All right. Well,
I'll do greater healing then.
Yeah. How do I? Let's see. Where's
You did get up to level 4 spells, didn't you?
for cleric? I got up to level 5.
Okay, yeah, then you can cast Cure Serious.
All right. How many is that?
2d6 plus 2.
2d6 plus. That's it.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
9. You heal 9.
Cleric spells really kind of suck when you're really good.
Yeah.
Still puts me back over half. Feeling a bit better. I think I might need some new clothes though. These ones are rather bullet-ridden.
I put a Hello Kitty bandage on you.
Yeah.
Never mind, the Hello Kitty doesn't exist yet.
But somehow you have one anyway.
Mhm.
I remember that. Logan's game, Hello Kitty, everything.
Okay,
Hello
so
Kitty
you're
handcuffs.
healed in here. You have the satchel
And
and
the
this odd lamp that's laying on the ground. It's no longer burning. It went out.
I pick it up and I brush it off and I whisper to it, "I'm sorry, I won't let anyone mistreat you ever again." And I light it again.
Okay. It just burns normal bright now.
I hold it up to the boulder.
You can see all the fine details in the boulder. It's a boulder.
Open sesame!
You say open sesame, and the boulder rolls aside.
Are you fucking kidding me? In character, I
Nice.
say that.
Awesome.
What?
Really awesome.
Is that because you made so many references to the Arabian Nights earlier?
No, we are directly ripping off Arabian Nights at this point.
Oh my
If you don't work that
God.
out. No, we're totally in Arabian Night land.
I just sit there for a minute like, the lamp. And I just
We didn't
parade
find
the
a ring.
lamp
Oh, well.
outwards.
This the ring was, I think, was the one that actually had the genie in it and the
I think
cast.
so.
But we didn't find them. We just got the lamp.
Okay, so what do you do?
Stagger out?
You go out, you step out. It looks like only a few hours has passed. You can still, there's a new Jeep down there, and you can see your Jeep as well. It looks
damn.
like they might have shot and killed your guide.
No.
And the other doctor is perhaps dead or just knocked out in the Jeep below.
I check on him.
We go down.
You head down, and he's okay. He was hit in the head, probably taken by surprise, knocked out.
I look at the young one, and I
For only 10
I
francs,
don't
I'll show you where the
want to
ring
do
is.
this. I don't want to bring him back to life, but can I?
He's not
cast-
dead. No,
Oh, he's
shot.
not. Oh,
He's not
Right.
dead. He's shot. He's bleeding out.
I'll heal him.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll tend to him more mundanely.
Okay.
So if he does feel better, he won't sort of realise
All right,
it's
you have
magic.
two jeeps now. You have the satchel. What do you want to do?
We
Yeah,
still
I mean,
gotta go
your
to the
goal wasn't here for the
tower.
satchel. Your goal was here to do other things. The satchel was just kind of like what you were supposed to do
Yeah.
Mhm.
for.
We know we somehow need to get to the Cave of Antharas where.
Are you referencing the map?
Yeah, I'm looking at the map and going, the Tower of
Okay,
Ars.
the map's changed.
But
Yeah, it looks different now. That's the new map.
What?
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 Well,
Even the one in my jacket?
Yeah, do you want to check the one in your jacket?
Yeah.
It has changed too.
Ah!
Curiouser and curiouser.
So Anther was Casablanca? What?
So I guess we go to the Tower of Allah now?
We're at the Tower of Allah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought we were at
what is different on this map? If you want to explain to the audience who can't see the map.
I can't see a side-by-side comparison anymore. Okay, so it went from like Berber Trails and Old Berber Trails is what it says on the new map is old. There's no Anfa, that's what Casablanca is now. And then the Great Sea is just the Atlantic Ocean. The Great Cave is still there. Tower of Allah is still there.
On the old map, it said the treasure was hidden in Anther, which is now Casablanca.
Yeah. Did we? Oh, and this new one has a plane on it instead of a pirate ship. Did we go in the future? Are we in the future? And look at the boy.
We're right here, right now.
What year is it? I asked the boy as we're giving him medical attention, as if like checking his head.
Oh, GM has to go back and reference something.
Well, 1942 was the film, so
yeah. So yeah, it's like this 42.
Was that the same year as it was before?
Yeah,
we never asked.
That hasn't changed.
Okay.
So the map you originally had was an ancient map of the area. The map now shows the current state of the area.
Okay. So yeah, I guess it's just we had something we had to do at the Tower of Allah, right? As archaeologists.
No, you didn't. So you were just there to find this satchel for Veers.
Oh, I thought that was in the satchel was in the Great Cave.
So the satchel was in the Great Cave. The Tower of Allah was just a landmark.
Oh, wait, where was our archaeological dig site?
Just around the area of the Great Cave, like just going down the area.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
So I guess the thing to point out is in the new map has kind of specific instructions telling you to take a plane to Lisbon.
Oh, that's what it's saying. Okay.
Right. Okay. No, we did not get that at all, Bert.
Well, I saw it in Lisbon, and I'm like, okay, Lisbon's that way.
It's got the arrow. It's showing that way.
Yeah, it's that way.
Plane's going. Yeah.
It's just a one-way flight.
Well, either way, we probably should go back to Casablanca anyway because we've kind of been shot. Half of us been shot to heck and back. So.
Yeah.
Oh, the free Jeep.
Free Jeep, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll take that one back with us. We can sell it for parts, maybe to someone.
Or maybe help to offset the damn cost that we've got to pay.
Okay.
We had to pay back.
So
Yeah.
you jump in. Probably both Jeeps. Might as well take both Jeeps as you go back.
Yeah.
And as you're approaching Casablanca again, it's like a 5-hour trip. So you're getting there. It's night, and night is falling. Before you get to the outskirts of the city, though, there is someone approaching you fast on horseback, waving his hands.
Slow down.
Stop! Please stop!
Stop.
He's sweating. He's breathless. He sticks his hands out so that you can see that he's wearing DeVere's ring that he showed you in the club.
Mm.
DeVries was worried that you had met harm since we hadn't heard from you for many days. He says days.
Days? Days? We left
feared
this
you'd become
morning.
lost in the desert and been captured by the Nazis. We have your passports. You can leave tonight for Lisbon, but please hurry. The plane leaves within the hour. And you must not use the main gate. They're waiting for you. The Gestapo are looking for you in the papers. You must board the plane.
Okay, how do we get around the main gate?
He basically says, go around the city.
Okay.
Approach from the other side.
Do you need these papers?
Oh, no, I cannot take them.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Days?
He says days.
Can you look after the kid then while we race off? Can you get him back too? Because he probably doesn't want to be with us. If we
He's deliriously saying, for only 10 francs, I can show you a carpet.
Yeah,
Alright.
because if we're going to be in some kind of race, we don't want the kid with us.
Alright, we do the rat race.
Okay. You go around the other end, the southern gate of the city. As you're approaching the gate, you see that there is a checkpoint set up. There are lots of lights that are lighting up the night as they are checking cars coming in and out. The Gestapo is out checking people's papers, asking for papers.
Mm-hmm.
Papers, please.
And you can see on the airfield there is a plane that is slowly rotating its blades, going through a check sequence.
Alright. Drive to the
Okay.
plane.
Can we get to the? Do we have to go? Can we go around the checkpoint?
You tell me. So the checkpoint is like it's the only road going in. It's a gate. So you could smash the gate. You can hop out and try and cut the gate in another location. So it's a wire gate.
Have an idea,
Yeah.
and it's just as well we got two jeeps. We use one jeep to crash through the gate, and then we go through in the other jeep up to the plane.
Alright, let's put a brick on the accelerator on the Nazi Jeep and I hop out and go into your Jeep.
All right, Dr. Ross, you're doing this. Why don't you make me a luck check? High or low?
Hi,
Never failed.
baby.
Never failed.
Low, baby.
Dr. Ross, you set the brick on the accelerator. You get the steering wheel tied in place as it's hurtling towards the gate, and you're prepared to jump off into the other Jeep. And you go to make that jump, and your shoestrings get tied up around the gas pedal, and you're being dragged alongside the Jeep as it hurls towards
Oh god, oh god, oh god. I pull my shoe off.
Okay, you want to try and pull your shoe off? Give me a
Yeah.
dex check.
Oh please. Oh god. Scroll up, so much scrolling. Okay, dex check, go. Success!
You manage to pull your shoe off. You take 3 points of damage from very bad skin burns.
Ow,
Before
ow,
someone
ow.
snags you and pulls you aboard the
Yeah.
second Jeep as the first one hurls through the fence. Let's have Dr. Bright high or low on a luck check to see if the Jeep actually makes it through.
Hi. Oh, it's hi, baby.
Who's driving the second
Wait,
Jeep?
wait. That was a D. I'll roll a D20.
Yeah, okay. Who is driving the second Jeep though?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I thought I'll say I am.
You are? All right. The first Jeep hits the fence at high speeds, does not tear through it. You're inches behind it. Do you continue through? Do you want to swerve to not have a head-on collision?
My other thought was we'll just use this Jeep to push the other Jeep through.
Okay, so you brace for impact as you just ram into it. Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. All three of you, go ahead and make me strength checks.
Ooh.
To stay in your seats. If you
Have a
don't, you're
chance
going to
of
go
this?
flying.
Ooh, yes. I'm good. This is what happens when you don't have a shoe.
All right.
Alright.
Well, the driver stays intact. That's good, which means you do push the first Jeep through. How are you doing, Dr. Harris? Also, Dr. Harris. So it's Dr. Ross that goes flying. You weren't wearing your seatbelt because, of course, they just hauled you in. So, of course, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
I full Wilhelm scream. Just, ah!
You hit the ground, taking 8 points of damage. 9 points of damage total.
9 total. Okay.
Okay, but you have broken through the fence. The Gestapo starts running towards you guys. You're on the other side of the fence. Dr. Ross is taking some damage. Dr. Bright is actually, you're okay. You were healed. Okay, so they're alerting you. The searchlights are starting to pan in the direction of the fence to try and find out what's going on. There's soldiers running in direction. The airfield is right there. Dr. Bright, let's have another luck check to see if the Jeep that you were driving can still move.
Good question. No,
it is. You completely destroyed the engine. You're going to have to hook it to the field.
I cast haste. I enter bullet time.
Can you? So haste is just for you, or can you cast it on multiple people?
It's multiple people.
Is it multiple?
Haste is
it's
up to 24 creatures in a 30-foot radius.
Okay, you with the wings, with the wings of an angel, you rush down the airway in time to make the airplane before Jeeps with machine guns on the back starts running down the tarmac. The plane hurriedly, they get you aboard. The plane doors close as they start to climb. Dion, luck check D100 as the Jeeps below start opening up with their machine guns.
Hi.
There you go.
Hi. The plane, not burdened with a lot of weight, is able to climb quickly out of the bullet fire range and takes to the air. You are not alone.
Can I drop mass dyspeptic bowels on the people that are
before
firing?
You go? Sure.
All right.
They can't tell because of the color of the uniforms.
There are 2 more passengers aboard other than yourself. It's the attractive woman that you saw at Rick's Cafe, and a smartly dressed man in a very nice suit. He puts his hand forward and says, hello, you are our guest, it seems. I'm Victor Laszlo. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Vera said that you brought the satchel?
Yes.
Just for a moment, I'm going to say, I can't remember, material? Energy? Because I vaguely remember that we were expecting 2 other people. So
okay,
entropy, not energy.
He looks at you. He fixes his gaze, and under his breath, very quietly, he says, "Don't break character."
Sexual. Dr. Ross. That was it. Yes. Ross.
Yes.
Stottenheim. Do you have the papers?
I have the satchel.
Mm-hmm.
And the papers.
Yes.
Yes. Get them out.
And did you perhaps find an artifact?
I hold up the lamp that's still lit.
He went. Well, no, it wouldn't be lit anymore. Actually, the oil would have burned out by now.
Oh, okay.
He's like, oh, yes. If I could have that as well, please.
Yeah.
I hand it to him
She's
very
more
apprehensively.
You can see I'm sitting on their side. You probably are sitting on their side now after having a quick whispered moment.
He seems more interested in the lamp than the satchel, and he takes it and he's putting it in the coat. And just as he's putting it into the coat, Dr. Bright, only you see that the lamp kind of transforms before it goes into the coat. It looks like it's just like a ball of like power, just a roiling ball of power, and he puts it into his coat. And he hands you a magazine, current copy of Look magazines. He says, I believe there's something in this magazine of interest to you. We have a long flight ahead of us, so please relax. Seems that you all can use some refreshments. And he pulls out a bottle of wine and some glasses.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm still in a bullet wooden outfit. Right?
Yes, you are. But oddly, with no holes in it. Let's see. Yeah, so he gave you the magazine, Dr. Bright.
Oh, yeah, I have a
And there is a slip of parchment in it, kind of like the old parchment that the original map was on. And there is a poem on it. And hold on, I am desperately trying to find the handout for the poem. Give me a second. But yeah, so the you're flying through the night. It's a very long trip. You guys start to nod off just a little bit as you're going. Actually, everybody make me Constitution checks, please.
Nope.
Yes, I succeed. I'm like, oh no, I'm not falling asleep this time.
Might have to dig for that later. All right, who failed?
Me, I don't know about Bill because he's not rolled.
Bill needs to do a
Con
con
check,
check
Bill.
and is muted.
He also.
Yay.
I've only me failed.
A good success.
Okay, so only Dr. Bright, probably from his wounds and the stress of the day, falls asleep.
Yep.
The rest of you enjoy a nightcap. The passenger bottle of wine around, and the night slowly fades into morning as the plane lands. Okay, Dr. Bright, I want you to give me a wisdom check, please.
Ooh, I recently just dumped some more points into it, so should be good. Yep.
Okay, you have a dream again. In this
Hi,
dream,
lady.
you are preparing to step into this void, and the lady is explaining to you your mission, and also explaining to you that you may forget your mission. You don't know what's going to happen once you go through this void. You've only sent one emissary through, and they haven't returned. So your mission is to go forward and to find out what the void is. Why is it intruding into your realm, and what is it bringing? Stop it if you can. From everything they're able to tell, it does not have good intent.
As of even if entropy's getting stressed by it, then yeah, we don't know what the hell's going on.
Okay. Since you made that, you had the second dream. The next time you try and use a power, you don't need to make that wisdom check anymore. This kind of cements in your mind now that there's more going on, that whatever reality you're in isn't real, and that it can be manipulated.
It's not like I've actually cast anything so far, except for Conjure Mace.
You cast Mace and Shield. Good things to cast.
That's pretty much what Galen casts normally anyway.
All right. So the plane lands in early morning, just as you wake up, Dr. Bright. The rest of you have spent your night drinking wine and having pleasant conversations with this man.
Smoking hash.
What's that?
And smoking hash.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Smoking
the first lamp.
out of the old lamp.
How much do we heal sleeping overnight?
You don't, because you didn't sleep.
Oh, that's right.
Resting,
Okay.
you get your full hit points back.
I mean, the other thing is that if you can cast Cure Serious ultimate any number of times, you can get yourself back up, no worries.
Yeah.
So just casting yourself 3-4 times, you should be caught up.
Yeah. That's fair. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so that's not really relevant anymore, as long as you've got time to do it.
The plane lands. Crewmen are pulling up like a gantry stairway to it. They enter the cabin from the cockpit. This is where you get off, he says, addressing all of you folks. Heathrow Airport. Laszlo smiles at everyone and says, "Enjoy your stay in London. You were supposed to be going to Lisbon, but apparently you're in London."
Starts with the same letter. That's fine.
Before you leave, Laszlo and the woman are departing, and just before he leaves, he pulls out an object. from his breast pocket and hands it to you. Were up drinking with him all night, so Dr. Harris, he hands you something. It's an unusual amulet made of elaborately twisted metal. It has a single eyeball in the middle of it, like a representation, not a real eyeball. Please do give this to the blind one when you find him. Give it to the one who is truly blind, he says, kind of enigmatically as he walks off the plane. There's a fog on the ground, so a few steps, him and the lady just kind of disappear into the fog, leaving you on board the train or plane. The pilot is telling you, please, you must disembark soon. You haven't much time.
Okay.
What happens if we don't leave?
As you say that, he just kind of turns around and goes back into the cockpit and closes the door.
Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. As you depart, the plane starts spinning up again as it quickly picks up speed and flies off. You're at a terminal. But as you're getting closer to the terminal buildings, and there's kind of like fog, really just heavy on the ground, you come up and you go to open the door of the terminal. Who would be in the lead?
We'll say me. Sorry. I spoke first.
Okay.
That's me. What they're doing, you know me indoors.
So you go up to the terminal and you go to open the door, and as you push the door, the whole building just kind of falls down. It's a facade, like a Hollywood facade, like a movie set. The only thing that's real is a side door that's just kind of standing there. Just a door and a doorway, nothing else attached to it. And as you're looking around to the terminal, you're seeing all the buildings around you, and they're just the fronts of the buildings, just a movie set.
Come on.
Okay, you approach the door. It looks old, brass and metal fittings. Actually, it looks like a door that your original character would be very familiar with. It looks almost like a dungeon door. Metal trimmings, stout wood bound in iron.
Well, befitting our usual approach, we don't check, detect traps or anything. We just open the door.
Okay. You open the door and you see a vista that's a small wood, rolling hills. There's no fog behind it. It's bright daylight. And again, it's just the doorway and the door. Like if you look around the back end, it's still the movie lot.
Hang on, I have done this before. I think because this actually did happen to us previously in the previous adventure. That damn door with the Fibonacci sequence. That took everyone out 2 hours to go through.
Yep. As you pause there, wondering about this, the movie set and the facade around you just starts to wink out. It just seems to vanish, and you're just standing in a pool of mist with just this open doorway into this land of rolling hills.
I'll go through.
Yeah, I follow.
Dr. Bright steps through, and he doesn't come out on the other end. He steps through the door and is gone.
Sounds like last time as
I
well.
follow.
And I'll follow behind him.
Okay.
And TPK.
Yep.
Okay. As you step through, we'll say Constantine has stepped through as well with you guys. He's kind of his character's with you. You step through, and your 1940s business attire has changed. Dr. Bright has on the robes of a medieval scholar. The rest of you are dressed as pilgrims, robes, staff, and you find yourself on a hill with a carriage trail just that kind of stretches into the distance.
Yeah, pilgrim.
And if you guys don't mind, let's stop there. This is the beginning of the new act.
Pretty close to time anyway.
And at this point, all of you successfully made a wisdom check, so you now can kind of manipulate reality. You can cast the spells that your characters had before. You have access to your PowerPoints to create things as you need. You still don't, your memories are still sketchy. You still don't know exactly why you're here. Jameis's character knows a little bit more.
I would have, when I had time, I would have told us to them, but we haven't sort of come up as we've had some time yet. So.
Actually, and your kind of very quick communication with Laszlo was just between you and Laszlo, so they're not in on it. So if you want to fill them in on what you think, you might want to do that.
Yeah. But yeah, we haven't really sort of had a moment yet to talk. Just been
there's no one around currently. You are on a bright, sunny hillside.
I'll say something pithy like, looks like we're not in Karamikos anymore.
And where?
Where?
I don't know. That name just came to mind.
This sounds really familiar.
There's some other things going on here. Let me quickly catch you up with a dream I had and some other suspicions of mine, and which I relate. The lady said we're going in. We're probably going to forget stuff, and I know that there were. She also told us before that there were going to be 2 other people to represent the planes that we don't, whatever that is, material and entropy. And Laszlo seemed to pick up on that, but he was like, "Stop." So. Don't make too much of a ripple. But yeah.
Okay.
So they're around. Why they don't stick it and help with us? Bloody stupid NPCs who aren't going to be around to help the pieces out. But here we are in jolly old England, I assume.
So you now have access to your physical characters, like the last levels they made before they became immortals. So you don't have full knowledge of your past, but you do have full knowledge of your powers. Okay.
No difference to me.
Right. Those of you that have magic user slots, you don't need your spell books, but you do still have to prepare your spells or spend PowerPoints just to have them.
Okay.
So there we go. We will pick it up with the next act the next time.
Perfect.
Jameis, you got anything you want to plug?
I've got a blog. I've just put a post up this week on something, I can't remember what, but I'll also remind people of something else that's going on. I'll do it for you, Bert. Bert's Kickstarter. It's actually passed, what's the name? The goal. Actually made the goal. So
we're pushing on to the 2 and only 2 stretch goals that we have. So there we go. It's for the Weird Frontiers Dungeon Crawl Classic system. Check it out if you are interested. Dion, what do you got going on?
Well, when I'm not playing TTRPGs with all my super cool awesome friends like you guys, you can find me at my channel, Substances Used, where I play retro JRPGs and do a lot of GTA 5 roleplay. We're still playing through the Fire Emblem games. I kind of took a break. My sinuses have been really messing with my head, so I haven't been feeling too up for a lot of stuff. So we'll see what's going on. But I also got a really big vacation coming up to California, so I will be taking a couple weeks off too. So yeah.
So we'll have a more session of this before Dion's got to go on vacation, and then we'll do some filler game or something after.
Cool.
All right. Do you have anything, Bill?
Yeah, still running Cults of the Southern Kingdoms every other Wednesday. I'm also starting a sort of West Marches style rap and ethic game for Frog God Games. That'll be really neat because you don't have to make a huge commitment to playing the whole thing. Show up when you want to, go back to town each time. So it's kind of neat.
Cool. And if you found this, you know where we are. Check out BlueMagic.com. All of our social links there. Lots of podcast goodness is there. So check that out. But that is all for tonight. So guys, those of you that are watching with us tonight, thank you for showing up. Otherwise, we will see you next time.
Gute Nacht.